And we're back again to playing Epic Heroes. Save as many doggies as you can. So welcome to another daily, not really even daily, weekly or monthly streams of Epic Heroes on the Epic Gaming channel of Epic Gaming Doggy. So like usual, we're gonna have a walkthrough and look at the game, how it evolved, and what do we actually have in the game. As usual, the first thing we would do, aside from wait for more people to join, is collect the auto yield. Let's see what we have. 46 million, a couple of items, an advanced ticket, not bad. We're gonna collect all of that and then take our fast reward 2 times at least, and then go to our quests, and like usual collect all the completed quests, buy gold 5 times or more so we can get some of that sweet money we need in the game. Challenge in xwar at least once, you know, the usual routine we play around when it comes to Epic Heroes. Alright, and do the usual skip, win or lose, go back to the quests, collect all the boxes, and then move into the second one of completing whatever is missing. Let's see, complete hero summoning. We're gonna do the free hero summoning direction, so we have 1 hero summoned, and then of course we have the faction scrolls. We're gonna do the 2 we have currently. Alright, let's go back. That completes another 2 of the quests. Let's see which is easier to do faster so we can move on to other things. Clear time travel 1 time, and actually we're gonna be examining the extra things the game has added recently. So let's do a clear of a time travel 2-3 times just in case, and just leave 1 remaining. The game did add the Stellar Anti-Domain. Look at that. Bane Anti-Domain, Bulwark Anti-Domain, Sentinel Anti-Domain. What in God's name is it? Let's open the Sentinel. Oh yeah, it's gonna be one of those fights. Alright, let's actually try to understand what is offered. Dimensional restrictions. The Stellar Anti-Domain is a 4-dimension space. Yeah, the music is getting a little bit louder. We're gonna have a nice copyright strike coming up our way on the music, so let's turn that off. Back again, and let's see, what is this? The Stellar Anti-Domain is a 4-dimension space where heroes' abilities will be limited. The following bonuses are disabled: Gym, Treasure, Stars Check, Union Check, Union Institute, and Collection. So pretty much you're going to be limiting my heroes for the sake of a worse and more difficult battle. Deploy supportive star spirits to grant corresponding buffs to allies. So we have heroes that will give us buffs, and we have heroes that will be weaker. Let's see. Luna Fox. Ooh, nice. Sky Raver. Very nice. Steelhide Mammoth. Very nice. Let's go into the battle. Let's add, just a little bit of the heroes that we want to try out and see how it will go. Alright, let's enter into that battle and see how the other side operates. Okay. Right, because this is stage 1 and they're still weak. Right, so we actually gained the Sky Raver, and are we supposed to be able to use the Sky Raver in this? Let's look more at the information. Just general information on what to use. At the start of each turn, removes all their CC. So they have Crowd Control Remover. Basic attacks grant 50 extra energy. Beautiful. Then you have the Star Spirit. Sentinel Anti-Domain is restricted to supportive star spirits. Deploy star spirits of different qualities and star level to obtain varying... Okay. Let's go into the second battle. And we now have 1 star spirit, supposedly, if we're going to be labeling that. And we need to actually select our star spirit. Okay. Enter into the battle, Sky Raver. We only have 1, so we cannot deploy anything extra. Let's remove him. And then let's see the buff increase again. Right, so you guys, our heroes, are getting more attack. Alright, let's enter into the battle and see how this will look actually. And he's operating the same way our spaceship would operate, showing that he's gonna be attacking. And he attacked. Right, beautiful. And we got a boost in HP and attack because he's with us now. Alright, let's look at the drop. Before obtaining the Star Spirit, collect 160 pieces to summon Sky River. Once the Star Spirit is obtained, additional pieces can be used for Star Up, so we can upgrade him. Upgrade Star Spirit, that should be the upgrade material. So we're looking at the ability to upgrade the Star Spirit, I guess. Alright, let's go into the third battle and same setup. It's interesting, at least. It's something new in battling into the game. A new type. Alright, more. Chop off the remaining two. Fantastic. So we got more of the shards. Fantastic, looking good. And we've collected the first one of clear level 3 to get this reward. Let's collect it. And what is this? The Advanced Star Spirit. Essential item for Star Spirit advancement. Used to significantly boost Star Spirit status. Alright. Beautiful. Fantastic. And let's assume we carry on playing this. How do we actually upgrade any of them? The information available, we can see it settles all the hero level to 340 by default. What is disabled for your heroes? They're not gonna get the extra amount of HP and buff and attack. It has offering special titles, different things. It's divided into 2 areas, and that's it pretty much. Okay, let's go back. And let's see. Of course, the other areas are still closed. They open pretty much based on the weekday you're actually playing. Alright, for now, I guess we'll leave it at that. And we'll return on a different time. Maybe. But let's do one last battle since we still have some energy. 2 stars, Spirit. So we need 2 stars, Star Spirit. So we need to upgrade that lovely looking creature somehow. And we'll have to wait until the next day, probably. I think it can be upgraded when you're entering into the battle directly. I'll have to look into that and then share it. And then we go into, let's do our sweep, get some of that Uru. To the Stigmata zones we go. Usually I'm not that much interested in playing the Stigmata zones. But for the sake of getting any resources, let's just do it. That's nice. We finally got one. And we can use also our hero here. Interesting. The Spirit, whatever. Okay. At least we got one that's actually advanced. 6 stars of the Guardian. That is rare as a drop. So we'll take it and be very happy with that. Alright, and then the time travel, but before that we have zone 1 also, which is pretty much the time travel. Alright, let's try on the 26, and then let's add our Sky. Let's see, can we actually upgrade him from here? No, we'll have to find where it can be upgraded in a different place. Alright, let's carry on. And by the way guys, the chat is open if anyone wants to write anything. Let's see, what would be the impact effect of that Sky River joining the battle? It's already screwed up. It requires much more powering up. But we'll see, especially this time travel level. Okay. Yeah, we need more buffs. We need more heavier attack. At least from the God Slayer, so we can slash through that nice looking energy bar on top. His health bar is immense. Yeah, we need more. The orb upgrade is really needed. And also getting Avatar of the Forest, Julia, to become much stronger so we can actually bash the HP faster. Yeah, we're not still at that level, but let's see how many rounds we can survive. Okay. Yeah, now his attack fell badly. Okay. 5th round. Relying on Lucas pretty much. Yeah, there it goes. Goes so far, but so far still. Alright, so the Star Spirit has joined. Let's welcome him. And alright, so this is the place where you can actually do the upgrades. Okay, so the remaining levels actually require a level 2 upgrade, so we actually achieved that, and I guess we can take him at least to level 10. So we ran out of the resources needed, so unfortunately this is as far as we can take him. We still need some shards to upgrade him or ascend to the star level 2. I think this is actually what's needed for the remaining parts of the layers, at least for one spirit upgrade related to him. Alright, let's collect the usual, the free stuff in the daily pack, the daily offer, and the super value and the weekly. Okay, now we have more resources, which is good, and monthly, the free. So yeah, that actual addition to the game is very nice. It actually can be fun, kind of beneficial. Let's go across the game and see what else do we have. So for the space discovery, there's nothing really added. The last thing was the 23, the Forbidden Abyss. That was finished. Galaxy Wanted, and then let's try to beat one of the layers. You know, why not, right? So the current one is layer 341 for nature. Enter my boy into the battle. You really didn't make that much of a huge difference. Right, let's try something different. Okay, fantastic. So we finally beat 341 to the 342. 343. Alright, we got defeated. We try again. Of course, it has to be these specific to heroes, making it difficult. 343. Hey, how's it going? Welcome to another one of the streams of this channel, the Epic Gaming Doggy. Been a while. And then the 345. If we can beat this, we can finally get another buff for the nature. Fantastic, finally. We get more HP and attack. And also the God/Universe do get a buff with that. So that's good, finally. We've been stuck for a long period of time on that 341. Alright, let's have a look at Galaxy Wanted and see if our little Sky Raver can actually make a difference in the current stage we're stuck on. We need to actually increase the level. Yeah, typical. Let's see how the battle actually looks. And we enter into the nice battle. 518 versus 610. He's very weak in doing the attack. He can be beneficial if he's doing much stronger attacks. Toku isn't cutting it that much, and she got eliminated, so the rest are screwed standalone. Yeah, the only two remaining are gonna be taken out easily, and they don't have enough firepower for a full fight, so that is unfortunate, but it can be done in a future scenario with more upgrades and enhancements. Right. Yeah, stuck. Okay, so that's Galaxy Wanted, not that much of a change. We still have Lost Land and other areas to have a look at what is the current scenario of the overall power. Alright, let's enter with this combination and do the deploy. Do our sweep with the demise. Okay, nice. More money is always good. Stand on the annihilate. go to the start, remove the skip, and then enter into the battle. Let's see how far we can go. Didn't take out light, which is gonna be a problem. Okay, let's see. Round 2. Nice. Remains taking out light. Recovery of HP, very good. Still in the battle somehow. We're almost gonna start losing our heroes one by one. Yeah, if Toku took out light earlier, the battle would have been much easier. Okay, so that's battle number 1. Let's go into battle number 2. The Fury Wave, Toku. Let's see. Okay, so we got the first hit from the Fury, based on taking out the first enemy hero. Anubis is in the way. Toku is trying to slash a way of taking out Lucas, which is still holding strong. Alright, take out the Fury Wave. You can do it. Just one takeout of the Fury. That's what we need. The rest can be endured standalone. Nice. Nice. Okay. So we do have a chance now. Nice. We recovered full HP, which is good. Alright, one remaining, easily taken out, support. And that takes us to battle number 3. Now let's speed up so we should not spend too much time just stuck here. Enter into the battle with the skip functionality, and we won. And that's the 3rd battle. And this one we can try with the same lineup. Let's go into the battle. We won. And this is battle number 5. We lost the Storm Falcon, which sucks. Alright, let's add... Let's see. Yeah, let's add Queen of Desert. And she's gonna try to target directly. Hi, hello. Hi, Remo. She's gonna try to target directly the Queen of Desert. Darkness, pretty much. Opposing hero from the opposite side. So Darkness was here in the last battle. She's gonna attack directly the Queen of Desert. She's gonna kill her. And then the Queen of Desert is gonna resurrect herself to carry on the battle at least once. That's why I positioned her like that. Right. Let's change that back. Enter into the battle. Okay, so that's battle number 7. We're now at battle number 8, I guess. We recovered full HP, which is good. Next one. That's Annihilation 8. Now Annihilation 9. And Annihilation 9, they killed all of the heroes, pretty much. No one is left surviving. Let's enter with a different set of heroes. And let's see. You can come here. Actually, no. We want Lady Ivy. Now, do we have any remaining heroes that are worth the while? Reviving is not something that can be done in Annihilation. In Lost Land. If your hero falls, you're screwed pretty much. You need to carry on until the mode itself ends, and then you can revive them. Another method, you can just restart the entire thing, and then you'll have your heroes again alive. Oh, full screen live. Let's see how this screen looks. So it looks like this. I think you can try to change. Hold on, let me look at the options for a second. Yeah, unfortunately, it cannot be changed as of now. Maybe in the next time I'll change the display itself, the size of the display, but you can enter into the full mode, pretty much full screen on YouTube. That should help in how it looks. Right, for now, let's carry on. And of course, Annihilation, we're already lost the majority of our heroes, unfortunately. So the best thing that can be done is just add the remaining ones to be butchered, killed, and then just reset the entire thing. The one thing we can benefit from doing this butchering, adding them just to be annihilated in the game, is a hope of we can actually see the stage, what enemy is after that stage specifically. Fortunately, it's not gonna happen. So Annihilation 9, pretty much, unfortunately. Then you can just reset. You have 3 times, and you start the cycle from the beginning, unfortunately. Alright, that's still okay. Still okay. Let's see any of the weeklies. Yeah, and then one of the monthlies. Oh, that's just the treasure. Alright, so remains 1. Enhance any equipment once. We can go to our heroes. Try to find any hero we can enhance any of their equipment. No. No. Let's go with an easier one of just battling directly in the arena. And in the arena you have different sections as usual, including the Infinity Contest. That's something new. Let's give a like and a share and a comment and a subscription to the channel, including for the game, maybe. Alright, so that's of course by invite, and to get an invite, of course, you have to battle inside the game. Okay, 1 second. Let's just do first the register, and then I need to read what you wrote accurately to respond to. So we registered as usual in the legend group, as usual. Can you please mention the skills for the T2 gear of Indira? Sure. The defense and other things need to be changed. We're gonna go to Indira. We're gonna go there. Let's just add the good stuff first. So if we get attacked, we're missing heroes. Terrible selections, as you can see. The selections don't stop on the terrible aspect here. We'll come back and adjust our terrible selections. For now, we just want to add as much as we can for heroes so they can actually be in the battle. Then select the second ship, then another ship, because we'll get attacked during the group itself. When it starts the battles, we will get attacked. It's better just leave it regardless. Okay, can we use the main one again? No, only one. Beautiful. We added our defense. Now let's go to Indira and then come back. So the question, pretty much the T2 selections for Indira. In the first place, I'm an advocate of first look at the type of the hero, regardless, because the game will always keep adding heroes. So Indira is an overall area attack, an aerial attack, a sustainable damage, a DPS. Those 3 labels, aerial attack, area of attack, sustained damage, DPS, front attacker, all of that matches Indira. So when you have a hero like that, pretty much when you're looking at the T2, you can have a specific scenario of the residence attribute that matches heroes like that. It can be increasing the armor penetration. It can be the attack directly. By the way, these 3 selections that are written here, the attack, the armor penetration, and the skill damage, the attack is increasing pretty much the attack of your hero. The armor penetration, it's a percentage that gets added to the original attack, and then a final damage output of the increase in number comes out when your hero attacks another enemy hero in battle, so the armor penetration can make the attack stronger. The skill damage is when Indira uses her skill and then she attacks the enemy. You're just increasing the damage output pretty much. So the three, of course, is armor penetration and attack. And if you want to increase the special attack of the electric arc when she uses her special skill, then you would go directly, of course, to just increase the special skill attribute. Pretty much the electric arc, the one specifically we're mentioning, like the plasma field or electric arc, this one, the thunder arc. If you increase that percentage, you get more damage during the special attack. So how can you actually look at these numbers? Just click on the eye for information, and then you'll find the skill damage. So this skill damage in my case is 38%. If you increase the percentage, you'll be able to do more damage when she uses her special skill, when she fills up the bar during the battle. The attack you can see is on the top, the third one, and the armor penetration is on the bottom under the block. So her armor penetration is 64%, and her attack you can see it in a normal number without the percentage, and the skill damage is 38%. So what I would say, you can go for armor penetration, you can go for, depending on the condition of the Indira, yours pretty much, you can go for the attack or you can go for the skill damage. The three are fantastic. Another important thing is the enhance attribute. If it matches the three we're talking about, it would be even better for Indira. Of course, pretty much take it to level 40, increases the skill damage by 50%. So the direction, of course, is either increase the attack, increase the skill damage, or the armor penetration. Free to play lineup for the Galaxy boss at Space Dominator. Hi Crimson, I'm good, I'm still alive. By the way, Kai was asking me inside the game, are you alive or are you in jail? I told him, barely alive and not in jail. Of course not in jail. Okay, Galaxy boss at Space Dominator. Let's exit. We were actually in the arena, but I guess we'll go back to that. Okay, the Galaxy boss in the Space Dominator. You're referring to the Void, aren't you? The reincarnation, right? Just to clarify, maybe I'm a little bit rusty. Yeah, I did find it funny. I'm alive. I'm still alive. Yeah. Isn't the Space Dominator, can someone answer me on this? Isn't the Space Dominator pretty much the reincarnation space? Or I'm mistaken? Indeed. Yes, indeed. The same, yeah, pretty much. Yep, okay. Okay, there is a very nice tailored video on the channel, which I'm gonna explain again, related specifically to the reincarnation space. And we're gonna try it anyway. But the main thing about okay, yeah. You quit the game, but yeah, I got you, man. I got you. It's not that I quit the game. It's pretty much, work, life, and then the game becomes at a certain point not about fun at all, pretty much. Especially with the unlimited frustration of you'll never get anywhere unless you pay a lot of money and become pay to win. Anyway, let's focus on the positivities related to the specific, the Space Dominator, not the reincarnation space. Okay, let's do a very nice exercise. Consider me a rookie and then remind me. If it's the dimensional battle, I don't think so. The Space Dominator. I'm having an issue in remembering where in the first place was the Space Dominator, actually. Remember. Let's see. I don't think it's Expedition. Doesn't match. Let's see. It's very different. Yeah. That's why I'm trying to remember what was the reference that is. It's the same place in the reincarnation. So at least I got the. Oh, my bad. See, that's how you suck from not playing enough. He's referring to the easier ones. This one. This is actually the Space Dominator. So he's correct. I'm wrong. Okay, so let's look at actually what is your question specifically for the Space Dominator. How to actually get higher damage. In the first place, this specific scenario of battling against the boss here, you will never defeat the boss. It's about the highest damage possible you can rank up in each battle. And you have 10 attempts, pretty much. Okay? And you're competing in ranking against people in your lovely union. You have 10 times the challenge. The highest damage will actually be recorded. I got the black. You mean galaxy, right? Okay, so pretty much, yeah, greater damage. Okay, got you. In the first place, my heroes are free to play. Let's do a little rendezvous of going back in time. Okay, these heroes, every free to play player across time, it will take time. Across the time, yeah, he can build all these heroes. And the struggle and suffering, if people have been watching the channel just to get to this point, okay, it wasn't paid. It was daily playing, actually. But let's assume we want to focus on a little bit of heroes. Okay, let's remove all our heroes as usual and actually examine what we're looking at. This little pathetic thing actually is from the universe class heroes. And of course, Galaxy is an all-in-one high burst damage on every single hero you have. So what should you do? So for starters, adding Lucas is not gonna hurt. You need more on a support and maybe 1 or 2 DPS at max. So we're looking at heroes like this. These heroes, by the way, are just on the support, so your heroes can remain alive. Even Einstein, some people put him in number 1, but you really need to set him up, prepare Einstein for the suffering he needs to take, the bashing. So what is this actually selection? Of course, we're not going to be using it like this. And what artifacts can actually benefit us in a battle like this? Well, one of them, Thinker is holding to reduce the damage. Yeah, Einstein is great, especially in the resurrection of fallen heroes. So Thinker is holding a very specific artifact to reduce damage. We're gonna go and show it, but let's continue on why these heroes actually matter for this specific battle. Then you have our nice hero here, which is Einstein. Einstein can take damage, not be killed in the same round, resurrect other heroes if they get eliminated. Pretty much the entire direction. I want the battle to carry on more rounds. Yeah, we're getting to that. I want the battle to carry on more rounds. That's a very good question. Does a thinker think like a thinker? That's even better. Anyway, let's go and show what Thinker is holding before we carry on. Yeah, Toku, we're gonna be using Toku. So Thinker is using the Radiance Tribute. The entire scenario is just give him more HP and reduce the damage of every single hero in the battle. Less damage equal we have more HP equal we can last longer in battle. That's it. And of course the recovery of HP and the shields that he offers the remaining part of the hero. If you want to last longer in battle, upgrade the Spirit Link level, the 518 in my case. Upgrade his exclusive. And then give him something to add and help him. So Thinker is one of the heroes that can be used. Yeah. Thinker is one of the heroes that can be used. But a very famous one that many people try to use specifically for that mode is Fearless Agus. What's your name, bro? How can we call you? That's a fantastic question. You can go by the channel name of Epic Gaming Doggy, which sounds something is wrong, or you can go with Ash. ASH. Ashes to ashes, pretty much. Anyway, Fearless Aegis is very specifically tailored into the suffering for that mode. Why? Because he can reduce and stun the damage. Okay, he can stun the enemy, which you will love if they can get stunned, which will not really happen. Then he can give some shields, reduce the damage. Pikachu, yes, that one, yeah. He can reduce the damage and help us in actually surviving longer in battle. So Aegis is more on a support role of the damage reduction, stunning the enemies, increasing the damage that we're trying to do, especially him trying to do it. So Aegis is a fantastic option. Elodie specifically for that is just so she can try to freeze a number of the enemy, but unfortunately it doesn't work in that mode. So Elodie will be excluded even though she's good in general. Another thing we can use is Forest Dancer Julia. She can be used because she can be a heavy hitter, especially in that mode. But of course it's advised to get her to level 30, so there is some type of difference you can see in the battle. And of course you can be kind enough and don't just add anything random. Add to her an artifact that matches her. When in doubt, ask around or actually get the Abyssal Boots, if you can. The Abyssal Boots or the Oracle Ring will actually make a difference, but it's not mandatory that you have to do that. Divine Will in general, the artifacts, you can see there's a number of artifacts. So it depends on the artifact. You can read the text of what it offers. She will benefit from something that can increase her attack. She can benefit from something that can increase her attack, increase her HP, especially in that battle. By the way, Ash, if you can do live stream 4 times in a week and upload videos and play other games to your channel, has potential to grow, man. Thank you, Crimson. Actually, one of the issues that has been ongoing in my channel is the viewers were so stuck on this game to the degree any other upload of another game they refused. While at the same time, they don't really watch the videos, not all of them. So they're killing me in so many different ways. But I wish, and hopefully it can be done. There's nothing for you to be jealous about. The accumulative time of doing it slowly is above 2 years in the making, man. It's above 2 years in the making just to collect all of this, and then all these. And even upgrading them took a long extended time, and it's not even fully finished. So yeah. So yes, Forest Dancer Julia would be fantastic. Now we can just carry on in saying, okay, this hero can be fantastic, blah, blah, blah. Let's actually go directly and actually try. And the first thing we're going to be doing, of course, is using my suck-up lineup for examination purposes. Yeah, it's a long way. And pretty much this is one of the reasons why the game should not be played like it's a battle. It's going to take a couple of years from your life. So play it for entertainment. Anyway, let's see how they do. Okay, so the bar is being filled and we're at X18, and we are actually using the Fairy of Music specially to boost Samurai Girl, and at the same time we're using Houston to boost at the same time Samurai Girl. So we're using 2 boosters or 2 buffers next to each other. Okay, at the same time Einstein is back up in case one of our heroes gets eliminated or killed. And then of course to increase more the HP. The more HP we have, the more we can take hits. Thinker. Lucas, of course, with the contract and the HP recovery and stopping our heroes from being killed directly in one hit kill is also essential for the lineup I'm using. It has potential, but it still has some issues, unfortunately. So in any case, as you can see with this lineup, we're trying to have 3 heroes that can boost and increase their HP and support the entire lineup, which is Lucas, the Music Fairy, and Thinker. And of course, at some point, Galaxy starts to increase his attack and the damage he's causing as soon as the bar keeps increasing more and more and more with time progressing. That's why we still have Einstein, and hopefully we start recovering a good portion of the HP. Now we're using the general attack ship or the group attack ship for a very specific reason. So it does the burn effect. You see that lovely icon that's actually shown on Galaxy that shows like a small flame? That will carry on burning the enemy for a couple of rounds, doing more damage pretty much. So this lineup, you can just, if you actually want to use it, you can just change one of the heroes, maybe add another 2 different heroes. Yeah, he does need an apple. He likes apples. And of course, at some point, you reach the critical stage where Galaxy will wipe them out, all of them. Now, but by the time you actually reach that stage, you can just try to spam it once or twice with the skip functionality. You might get higher damage. Alright, let's see the damage. So 3219 million, and that takes us 32 ranking up. Nice rewards. That actually just takes us to the 7th position directly. Now, when in doubt of what to select, you can always watch another competitor player in terms of their battle. By the way, you do need to learn from others who are playing the game, not just one person. So for instance, analyze what he's doing. Why is this selection even being done? And also, he's naughty. He knows why to use that specific spaceship. So he's using Thinker, and he's using Cyber Ronin to boost the damage output, and Cyber Ronin is fantastic in doing that. Then of course he's using the Queen of Desert, because she can attack all of them. Yeah, sure, when I'm actually re-editing the description of this video, I'll add the Discord link, because we do have a Discord. Everyone there is either still partially alive or alright. And he's at 485, and you can see that he's doing fantastic amounts of damage, relying on the spirit link level. So let's actually do more than what he did. Okay, we want to add Cyber Ronin. At the same time, I don't want to remove Thinker, but it is what it is. Now, one thing we are going to do is replace the artifact that Cyber Ronin is holding and give the artifact that Thinker is holding. And then we're gonna replace the ship with exactly the spaceship he's using, the assassination spaceship. Okay. Okay, sure. See you later. Take care. Alright, let's see how this will go. Let's actually speed it up. Yeah, see you. Let's actually speed it up and see. Can we do actually better damage than him? Alright. Okay. Alright. Time to actually get the buff from Cyber Ronin. After he attacks with his special attack. He hasn't marked every target, I see. Okay, now they're marked. Okay. Now we need to wait for the Queen of Desert to attack again. Okay, see you. Remember, the objective is to do 3-3, which takes us up by 3 ranks, which is good. Okay, nice. Now it's time for the spamming. Let us spam. Okay, that takes us out another rank, so 3rd rank. Let's try again the spamming ability. One more spam. Let's change that ship. And let's use the front row spaceship. Okay, it increased a little the battle total damage, so that takes us still in the same positioning. Okay, still in the same positioning, and we're reaching the maximum limit of what we can achieve in doing this. I guess we should stop at that. So, okay. So what is the outcome that we're trying to achieve? Okay, it's finished, the entire bio. Select the right heroes. Okay, don't be afraid to try around different heroes. Okay, and you might actually break the limit and get a good damage output. because it's more about heroes and how far your heroes are developed more than anything. So let's give it a try. Let's give this a try. Yeah, it's not gonna increase. We're gonna have to change again and see. Nope, not gonna happen. So yeah, we reached the third ranking. Looking forward to Spirit. Oh yeah, we're gonna be doing that hopefully. Yeah. Now this one is even more exciting. And what is this? Okay. This one is gonna be even more exciting to try. It's been a while, and I believe a number of them are missing different artifacts. It's not fully utilized. Yeah, the situation sucks. More of them need to be given artifacts. Let's actually give you the radiance. Let's give you, let's see, you can have the holy prayer, that weak version, and Silas, since we don't care if you get eliminated easily. You can have the miracle dawn, no problem. Next team, Medusa. Yeah, let's get back to level second team. Let's try to see the third team. Okay. For you, Einstein, let's give you fictional reality for now. For Toku, let's do one of our old attempts using the meteoroid dust. Okay. Then for team number 4, let's give you Genesis. Team 5, lacking on the availabilities. Okay. For the God Slayer, we cannot give him Fatal Judgment, but we're gonna do it anyway. Think there isn't anyone holding it in the same round. Let's see. You're gonna have Braveheart. Okay. So remains team 2 and team 5. Okay, let's see what else remains we haven't used. The Oracle Ring, we can actually give it to a hero, but let's see which hero. Okay, let's give the Oracle Ring, the shitty one, and then okay, so we have only 2 things remaining. Actually, 1 thing, the Oracle Ring. Okay, in this case, since this team is gonna be eliminated easily, let's give the Oracle Ring here. And then let's add our lovely, let's actually deploy him. Yeah, with this one, yeah. Okay, let's go into the battle, and nothing good will come out of this battle, but we'll see. We at least want to register at least 1 battle for the ranking and the rewards. The battles are gonna be very, very fast with the speed of x8, so enjoy the speed. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to read that after they finished killing one by one my teams, so hold on for that. Hold on for that. Thank you for the donation. Why does that image look like it's cracked? Okay. Fantastic. Second battle, fast annihilation. Okay, on to the third battle. And this is the one I actually want to watch. The rest I don't actually care. And we're gonna skip the rest actually. This one is the most important one and the last battle actually. Because these 2 are the top 2 that actually generate damage for my team. 318 by Toku, 611 million by Queen of Desert. Toku needs to exceed at least 500 more. So she didn't get a chance, so we're gonna have to spam it later and see if the damage can increase. Okay, so the current record we achieved 7735. Try to do the spamming scenario if we can. We click on challenge and then we click on skip. Seven, 4, 6, 2. Another one. And the one that comes after this, we're going to change the artifact that Toku is holding. Yeah, we don't need to do that. The spamming worked because there is a reason why I give her the meteoroid dust, and including sometimes battle number 6 actually gives positive results. Let's actually try to watch that battle. This is the one versus the boss scenario, and we're using the God Slayer, including other heroes combined together for this specific battle. We're also relying on time to boost the damage output that the God Slayer can do. So now he's doing 101 million in damage. We want him to do more. So you can see that the boost with the special attack, his special attack, it increases. Then of course we're trying to burn God of Maya by 2 different heroes so we can do more damage. And the God Slayer damage has already exceeded almost above 3,000 or 3,000 million. He's going into 4 million and a fraction. And the God Slayer is still carrying on in slashing. So the advice I can give for this is focus on 2-3 battles where you are the strongest and the best selection of heroes and artifacts, because those 2-3 battles will do the highest damage you need. Probably. Depends, really. But okay, still, we did get the good amount of damage we want. And we might actually add that spirit creature into the last battle after he's stronger, because he can make a difference if he's added into the last battle with the spirit formation instead of round number 3, because he's partially useless in that round and he's still weak. We're going to add him into the final round. Why? Because he will help in increasing the HP or whatever, or at least upon casting the Star Spirit skill deals damage equal to 200% of Sky River's attack to 2 enemies. So that boost of extra damage when he's ready, it can really make a difference in the last battle. Anyway, let's see how the people are doing, and currently we occupy the nice ranking of 173, which really sucks, and we're gonna get these rewards, the ones you can see at the bottom. Why? Because they keep merging servers. Why? So everyone can battle much stronger and older players. Right, let's have a look at the message. Which one should... Okay, which hero should you actually build first? As always, and for a very long period of time, I've held the opinion of the easier you can get the hero is the one you start with. And if you do a comparison between the Baron, which I didn't even care to fully finish, yes, the Baron can make a huge difference, but you're not gonna feel it until you really upgrade the exclusive. Same for the God Slayer. Both of them are similar in that aspect, by the way. Holistically, start with the easier to get, which would be the God Slayer, and he's happily playing at 35. He will really shine at level 40, and the more shining he can get comes from actually using either the orb or one of the dark artifacts, especially the abyssal boots. Then you can really see the amounts of damage he can do, and of course you need to give him a good stigmata like Striker or something else. Yeah, that would be the best direction. Try to get the easier ones first and then move on. Alright, let's see for the God Slayer. Try to get him first. Also, can you share the lineup for level 50? It's very hard to surpass. Yeah, the tech scenario of the Galaxy Wanted. It's actually closed. currently in the Galaxy Wanted. In general, I'll give you some understanding when it comes to the realm of Faction Wanted. This is called Faction Wanted, by the way. You can see on top Faction Wanted. When it comes to Faction Wanted and Galaxy Wanted, what's the secret of beating them? By the way, the same scenario is one of the reasons that got me to the 1051, even though the team is not that much strong as a team. By the way, my team. The entire scenario is easy. First, yeah, it's okay. I got you. Okay, the entire scenario, let's not actually... Okay, the entire scenario is simple. You just need a lineup that's balanced and tailored towards the enemy you're actually battling. You also need to be smart in looking at the difference of level. This small difference of level, and you'll be able to see it, 518 and 580, is enough that you might win, but the majority of times you'll get defeated. What does that mean? It means that you need to try to match as close as possible the level, and if you keep getting defeated, try to increase the spirit link level. Sometimes the easier approach of doing things when it comes to Galaxy Wanted and Faction Wanted, just upgrade the spirit link level. That's pretty much the main thing you need to be doing. Just 5 or 10 upgrades does make a huge difference. And by you doing that, you really don't need to go crazy on what should I do. Second thing, it's a number of things. Upgrade the treasure. You need to keep upgrading these and collecting them. Next, reach immortal. Your heroes need to be immortal. They need to be built. You actually need to invest a little in being patient to get the collection and upgrading it. Upgrading the exclusive. Pretty much you need to strengthen the hero in each lineup. This is pathetic, so we're not going to be looking at that. We're going to be looking at something more built specifically for the gems, not the relics. We'll get to that also. You kind of need to put in some time in upgrading this specifically also. Why? Because it increases your hero's HP by a percentage, its attack, and the attributes. So your hero is stronger. Then, after you've done that, that's one of the reasons why I say it takes a long time. You need to collect all the relics, upgrade all the relics to level 60, take all the relics to T1. Yeah, I know it's exhausting to keep saying it. After you've taken it to T1 and you've upgraded it to level 60 and you have the Relic Enhancement Master, you get the HP finally +6 and the attack +6. This bonus overview, okay, makes a huge difference in the game, including unlocking the skills at level 4 for the hero. So without doing all of this, your hero is weaker than the enemy and will continue to be weaker. Then, of course, as we mentioned, the collection. You need to add 3 that match the hero and that match each other, 2 in 1. And then you will unlock the additional attributes. For instance, in this case, critical resistance +5%, critical damage resistance, and critical damage resistance. Awakening the skill, of course, selecting the hero talents correctly, adding, of course, the equipment correctly also, understanding how your hero attacks and what benefits your hero, all that good stuff that's enough to kill a human being, including the stigmata, and you keep trying to increase the attributes of the hero. After you've done all that good stuff, right, then you will stand a chance, pretty much. Unfortunately, it's very extensive. The new hero, Darkwing, sure. So the thing you rely on the most, just upgrade the heroes. Keep upgrading the heroes and you will beat the battle, and that's it. Start with the Spirit Link. Alright, let's look at the hero you're mentioning. Let's just collect this first. Okay. The new hero. We have a new hero, Shadow. Beautiful. This illustration is similar to darkness. Okay. Yeah, I'm just, I haven't been looking that much at the heroes. Heart of the Nile, Widget. Okay. Heaven Piercing Wing, Olivia. Nice. Nothing for the S-ranked heroes, unfortunately. Sad. So this is the hero you're mentioning, pretty much? Hero Dark Wing. Right. The Dark Faction. Yep. Yeah, she is very strong, Olivia. Okay. Ophelia, my bad. Apocalypse Verdict. Olivia starts with a maximum of 100 energy at the start of every even numbered turn. Even numbers. Beautiful. So at the first round, she will start with a full bar. She consumes all the energy to enter into termination form. Increasing all types of verdict skill damage by 50 for one turn. Non-controllable passive. For every 50 energy, she unleashes one additional verdict. While intermission. Okay, so she can inflict more damage. Apocalypse form that she's using, she will start it in every even number round. If in battle you go into round 1, round 2, round 3, round 4, so she's specifically targeting even number in rounds. And she will start with 100% energy. She will do her special attack. She will also cast the termination form, and she will inflict one additional damage of 30% increase in damage to the enemy. Beautiful. All damage she deals, it has an 8% lifesteal effect, up to 800%. Any excess lifesteal converts to store HP. So she's a vampire. Let's just get it straightforward. She sucks up the enemy's HP. Okay. She increases her attack, increases her skill damage, increases the damage that the enemy will take by her skill damage. And every even round, she will keep increasing the damage by a percentage that the enemy can take. Then, when she's happily killed eventually, she loses all stored HP. And then she enters into sleeping mode because she's a vampire, doesn't want to die. Like how Queen of Desert cannot be killed and then revives herself, or Einstein sometimes, he cannot be killed in that round. She enters into sleep mode and she restores energy, 10% HP each time one of your team defeats another of the heroes on the opposing side, the enemy. She recovers 10% HP. If her HP is restored while she's dormant, she will be revived. On the turn after reviving, she cannot be targeted by enemies. Okay, so she's using the immortal scenario of, I'm gonna enter into the battle. I'm gonna curse you and you will take more damage. I'm gonna suck your HP and take it to increase my HP. When you do eventually eliminate me in battle, I will sleep. After I sleep, I will come back. If more of your side is killed, I recover more HP. Once I come back, you cannot kill me in the same round. You'll have to wait to the next round to kill Ophelia. Beautiful. So an overpowered overlord. Amazing. She can attack all enemies, so she's an area of attack. We have that also in the availability of what she can do. Beautiful. Anything else she can do? Everyone critical grants. Okay, she can also buff herself. Any questions on what I just explained? It's not that she's very strong. It's she's the type of hero who gets added to the game to create an empower balance difference, and for the top boys of the game to buy her and buy her skin, buy the equipment and stuff related to her. She gives an unfair advantage to anyone playing the game. pretty much. She was the strongest, yes. Because even if you kill her, she's not killed. She will come back into the battle again. And if more of your heroes are killed, she will recover more HP. And when she comes back in battle, that round where she got revived and is with less HP, you cannot kill her in that round. You need to wait until the next round. So she's an overpowered character in the game that refuses to be killed. Amazing, beautiful. You know what happens usually with this scenario? A new hero will be added that's just tailored as a counter hero or an anti-hero related specifically for her. Also, even with all the nonsense she can do, you just need enough HP and enough support to last the battle, to kill everyone else of the heroes on her side, and then just take her out, stand alone. That you get in Galaxy Temple. So yeah, she's amazing. Yeah, she does have an amazing amount of potential, and eventually everyone will lose interest, and no one will be able to fully build her because she will be very expensive in the relics and the different things, exclusive. So only the elite will be able to use her, which is something that happened repetitively throughout the game cycle. Pretty much, the elite get to use special heroes. Unless you're gonna pay money, or unless you're gonna be patient enough and spend a long time in building them manually, which is gonna be very difficult when it comes to the relics. But you can still build Anubis, you can still build Time, you can still build Goddess of the Ocean, she's terrible. You can still build Faith, she's terrible. We moved beyond that in the game, there are better heroes. So you can at least take Time and take Anubis. Those two have potential. So yeah, still okay, still good. The game is progressing into something. The next hero that will be added is the one you fight in time travel for the new thing in the topmost right corner. Let's go to time travel and the new thing you fight in the... Okay. Time travel. And the thing you fight in the top corner. You mean the tree? Top right corner. Anyway, guys, we're gonna stop for a minute or two before we carry on with our stream, and I'll be right back. All right? And we're back. Let's actually carry on. Sorry about that. Okay, so the new animal type. Oh, the rightmost thing, upper right corner, new ship-like thing, not the tree. Okay, so we're in time travel. We have different sections. I just joined a new server and it's easy after spending time. Yeah. What are your order for recommendations for staying high in PvP? Okay, we'll get to that. I just am interested to see. The next hero that will be added is the one you fight in time travel. The topmost. I think you might be referring to these ones, right? Because time travel has different sections. If you just say time travel, it's specifically this one. But this one has the bulky, new looking good boys heroes. So I think, yeah, they might add one of these. Probably that's what you're more mentioning. Which is good. do look interesting, but it really enters into Transformers, a Transformers type of game. Pretty much Transformers, 100%. Anyway, let's move into player versus player scenario. Which mode are you considering? You know, you have different modes. Even I haven't played for a while. Thank you for saying it's a great channel. It's been a long time since anyone appreciated the channel. Let's just say it was a very rocky start for this channel. Has been always a rocky start of the people just got fed up with the game and watching the game being played again and again and again and again, because pretty much the daily routine of playing the game is exactly the same. So back to the question of player versus player. Where specifically? Which one specifically? Because aside from the arena, you have a number of them here. Aside from that, you might be talking more about the quantum invasion maybe, or the union war, the different sections of the game. So you do fight players in different things, or you might actually be completely going into the scenario of my knight, my hero nonsense. My journal is maximum since a new server. Yeah, not a bunch of human. I'm not used to a bit confused on what to focus on with progression, whether it's too much investment for why. Go for Nox guilds. I was more interested in keeping lead on resources on the server. Right. Well, to answer these number of questions all at one go, if you want to keep a lead, you actually did the right thing of starting in a new server. Eventually, if it doesn't get merged with the older servers, you'll be able to keep it as long as you're really grinding hard, even as a free player. So that's good. Maxing out Julia would be fantastic, and you will have to move into other heroes. Pretty much you need to just max them all out and just give up on I'm gonna ignore a single hero. Now for the three lovely heroes you're mentioning, is it even worth it? Let's go with that direction. Yeah, it's worth it in investing in the three if you can figure out an option that will not require you to pay the large amounts of money that will be needed to get the relics. There is a difference, by the way, you need to take into account. There's a difference between I can just keep being patient and getting copy by copy by copy by copy. Even I can do that for time. Every free to play player can do that until he gets time to immortal. Time is immortal. Amazing, right? And I will get another 2 copies and awaken his skill. So the real issue comes from the scenario of trying to get the relics. There is a difficulty in getting them, and you're gonna be relying, at least for some of the heroes, on the wish list. Okay, the wish list is going to be something that can benefit you in getting some of them, and the rest is not gonna show. So what's gonna happen in that scenario? What's gonna happen is you're gonna have to be waiting for nice events for you to actually purchase the relics, or pay for it during the event with a wish list to get the specific relic for the specific hero. So getting relics for certain heroes is going to be a problem. It's going to cost you quite some time and quite some money. You can max them out if you want, no problem, but the relics is going to be a problem, unfortunately. So that's one thing I would say. So I wouldn't really go in a direction of investing too much in any of the god scenario universe heroes. At least Nox and certain other heroes do have potential. They are fantastic. Even I am not going to invest a single dime in any of them, actually. Yeah, relics are hard. I got 10 and Julia within first 2, so I'm thinking... Well, in general, in different scenarios across the game, you will need to use different heroes. So How about you just focus on one specific hero if you're gonna invest a little in that hero? I'm talking money investment. And the rest, see if they can be built without you investing, and take it step by step instead of spending a lot of money, because every single one of these heroes has a potential in a specific battle that he will be beneficial. Nox has 100%, Nadia has, and I haven't even advanced in building every single one of the heroes, right? I've built up to a specific point the heroes, including the awakening. We stop here, right? And then of course you have to take into account upgrade the exclusive and the gear and the collection and the relics, and after the relics the gems. So pretty much there's a high possibility someone will be dead or spend a lot of money just to get to that point. So it's easier, do the free ones, go on a little bit of free, a little bit if you actually have the money and want to spend it, back and forth, do the nice version and move on with that. But it would be a mistake to go into Nox second, for example, when Gary is sufficient. Okay, the scenario related to tanks, for me as an example, I would use Rockefeller as a tank, even though he's not the best, right? Agus can be used as a tank. I do the opposite of using Lucas as a tank. So all of them can be good. It just really depends on the battle you're going to battle. Even there are people who use Julian directly as a tank in number 1. While you can see the level of care I have. See that? Extensive, extreme caring. So start with the basics. Take the Rockefeller first. And then if you really want something that can last you longer, yeah, go with the Agus. No problem. That is the killer scenario, yes. Nox is not at all fit on the long term that you're going to be using him as a tank in number 1, by the way. Because if he's met with Toku, she's going to slash him and kill him, and he's not going to do anything about it. And if he's met with Indira, she's going to electrify him until he's no longer there. And if he's met with the other side has, for instance, this annoying boy, which is, I don't know, he should be in the dark section, not the universe. So not the god, should be in the universe. If that specific boy meets you in a battle, he's gonna kill your Nox, and there's nothing Nox can do about it. So I would take Locus over Nox any day of any fight, pretty much. So when it comes to tanks, it's pretty much all of them can work. Just really depends on the battle. And I keep telling, it depends on the battle. It depends on the battle. Yes, it depends on the battle. Let's go back through time and let's look at previous battles. Okay. Oof, the bag is full. We need to destroy a couple of things. Okay. I'm just gonna do a comparison between a previous thing and how it evolves across time. Okay. So currently at this current stage, we just need one lineup. You'll understand why I say it really depends on the battle. This is just one lineup. The other side has Indira. Whatever you do, eventually you'll be able to win. Okay? Now, you think you're so strong, and you're actually going to be feeling weaker and weaker as you progress. Then you're going to be entering into... Let's not jump so fast because of the fear if people haven't seen it before. Now we require two lineups. Means 2 heroes. Means every hero needs to be strong enough in that battle. Means that the selection of heroes also make a difference in the battle. Means I can take Toku, put her in round 2, and take and switch and mix and match. Okay. And then it gets even more amazing once you keep advancing. Amazing. Now it's 3 lineups. There's a reason why I keep saying you're gonna be needing all of them the more you advance in the game. because you're going to be needing more heroes for the continuous amazing point of the 3 rounds, and it's going to continue as the more you progress until you reach 6 lineups. So once you've reached the 3 lineups, it becomes more complex and more difficult because you're going to be needing stronger heroes. So you need to build them regardless. And then you'll be needing Nox, you'll be needing Rockefeller, you'll be needing all of them. And then it becomes a scenario of one hero is weak and then you get defeated. Yeah, so pretty much your direction should be, I will take it easy. I'm gonna need to build all of them. It really doesn't matter which hero I select, as long as I'm building them one by one, finishing them one by one. It will give you the same ending, right? Yeah, yes. That's your issue. You do know that when it comes to Chloros, right? This, okay, the anti-Chloros, right? It's Silas. You really should have seen the old videos related to that scenario of Queen of Desert versus Silas that I did. Let's try to find one that has the Queen of Desert and elaborate why Silas actually is beneficial in that. No one? Not a single one in that? Okay, maybe in 13. I just need any Queen of Desert. No. It's probably in the 20s. Yeah. Let's go to the Infernal. It should be somewhere here also. Ah, there it is. Okay, so if what you're facing as a problem is her, pretty much, Silas has a nice direction of he likes to target specifically with the assassination attack most of the time, depending on is she the strongest in attack, whatever, and I'll show that scenario for Silas. So what does Silas do when he attacks her? He pretty much slows her down and he reduces the damage output that she can do. So it's an old scenario of using Silas versus Chloris because of the output that he can do. If she does more damage, you can survive longer in battle. So he launches an assault and he's trying to attack the enemy with the highest attack. The disabling scenario that he does for 3 turns, they lose 30% of their attack. Okay, and cannot cast a skill. They actually eventually can, and it's not really 3 rounds. It's more of a slowing down the skill bar, so it gives you more time to try to take out Chloros while she still isn't doing her special skill attack. So Silas or Evolver is the anti-hero for Chloros. And by the way, you can always just use Lady Ivy. Tangle, so you can go through the enemy faster and then just, wipe them out. Toku or whatever hero has an area of attack, like Indira. Follow the scenario. The faster you kill her, the better it is, the more you'll win. Scenario, that's it. Okay, it seems that we're coming close to the end of our stream, by the way. So we're gonna do the last couple of things we usually do, if we actually get a chance during the stream. Okay, beautiful. Worthless, but okay, it's a good start. We're going to open an X10 Supreme chest. Do you see this one? I wish I can get it. Let's see. Let's open the 10 Supreme chests. And it's gonna give us trash like usual. Expected. Okay. Beautiful. Not really, but okay. So out of all of this, we got Light of Divine and we got Source of Evil. Despite it's terrible, but it is what it is, unfortunately. The value, at least, of Source of Evil, we can use it to upgrade the orb. We have 370 source of evil out of 600 needed. We're gonna have to, if we actually want to speed that process up, exchange for a source of evil directly from here. And to do that, we're gonna have to kill or destroy one of our S plus copy heroes that we have and we do not need. Do we have a hero like that currently in our list? No. We have only S ranked heroes. We're gonna destroy them anyway, because why not? And of course the glitchiness scenario where it doesn't actually calculate the number and add it directly, that glitch never got fixed in the game, but it's okay, I guess. Anyway, by doing what I just did in the deconstruction lovely store, we should actually be getting the colorful essence. And the colorful essence we can actually exchange for one copy of the S plus hero. So you would exchange for a copy of the S plus, take it, destroy it, get 100 of the essence, and then exchange it for the source of evil, which will give you 400 for one copy, which is 100 essence pretty much. Let's see, do we have anything else to open? It's been a while. Oh yeah, let's open this. Nice. Anything remaining worth of value? No. 2S plus, and I think we should leave those. Not now. And 668 Light of Divine. Let's see, do we have anything actually that needs the Light of Divine upgrade? Okay, we do have actually. We do have a number of them. Okay. The Miracle Dawn can be upgraded. Okay. Light of Faith can be upgraded. Okay. Nothing for time. Well, you do get the gesture of the upgrade scenario. Find what you want to upgrade and upgrade it. 25. How about... okay. The Frozen Mirror. Basic attack increases the target damage. You know why? You know what? Let's just upgrade it. It's gonna be one level, and if we take that last level, that would be level 25. Yeah, it still needs the upgrade, one final upgrade, I guess. So at least it got increased, which is good. Finally. How about Queen of Deserts? Yeah, it's maxed out, so that is good for the artifact. What else can we upgrade? Let's see. Let's actually find the holders. So 30, 30, and then one for the Holy. Angel Wings 21. The Templar Glory and the Miracle Dawn and the Luminous Bacon. Glorious Crown. Let's actually go and upgrade the Glorious Crown. Right, let's take this. A couple of levels increase. Okay, so now it reached level 10, and we're giving him that specifically to increase his critical damage resistance. And now it's at level 20. Fantastic. How far can it go? Oof, level 26. Okay, that is still very, very good in doing it one upgrade across the levels. So he gains more HP and more critical resistance, which should actually benefit in battle. The critical resistance damage is 79.9. He hasn't been finished yet in the first place. I'm not focused on doing him. And that actually reminds me of, we have nice things we can do actually here. Let's first claim this, and then this. Go back, and it's time to try and summon relics. Give me something good. Let's see. A red boy. What can it be? Elodie. That's actually good. Very, very good. Let's do the next one. Nice. And the next one. So I at least got one red relic for Elodie, which is fantastic. That takes us to 76 out of 100. Great. Let's go and unlock that Elodie relic and add it to Elodie. Let's see. Anything else? Just ignore these. Okay. Where is that red boy? Let's see. Okay. $400 and then 2x 3. A couple of things. More on the gems, the gear, relics. Yeah, it's opened automatically. It's not in a box. Okay. So we can add it directly. That's fantastic. So she has a number of her relics, the work in progress, and the additional one she just got here. Remains 4 specifically until she has the full set of relics, and of course the master enhancement sucks. She hasn't been getting any of the love currently. That does remind me, what hero was I actually working on? It's been a while. Let's see. Relic wise, yeah. The attempt to upgrade all the relics to T1 here can be seen in Tira. Same scenario, trying to upgrade all the relics. Kenley, yeah, Kenley got finished relic wise, which is good. Elodie, work in progress. She's missing 2 specific relics, so I guess we can finish her off today and actually move into finalizing the stream. So finally, she actually has the full set of relics. Okay, let's add the remaining 2 relics. Okay, finally. Nice. So what that does actually is open the skill core skill level 4. The Fallen Kiss. Reduce the healing effect of all enemy heroes by 50% and deals damage equal to 140 of pretty much Anna's attack. And it increases blah blah blah. She becomes one of those annoying Annas, if you've ever met one that acts like a vampire, keeps sucking blood and recovering and stuff like that. Okay. Fantastic. Much, much better. And then the final move we're going to be doing is pumping some money in the spaceship. Actually, we should be pumping money in this one to finish it off. It's okay. Let's pump in the last one for now. Okay, 25 and then quick upgrade. Beautiful. Yeah, this is looking much better, at least in speedy upgrades. Okay, now we're poor again, which is fantastic. At least it got a good chunk of upgrades so we can finish it off like the rest of the ships. Alright guys, before we end the stream, if anyone has any questions, and yes, I know we didn't go into the weekly events. There's nothing that much that it's an addition for you. If you don't know how to play the weekly events, we can actually go back to doing the weekly events of torturing you. So do let me know if you have any questions related to the weekly events. Of course, anytime we have videos that cover the weekly events, and we can cover them again in the hopefully return of the regular videos of playing Epic Heroes. Other than this, eventually you'll get tired and sick of playing the same thing over and over and over. So we'll try hopefully to add other games, even if they look dumb and stupid, especially that Pokemon game. You might have seen it. There's so much Pokemon games and so much Digimon games, so we'll have a look into that hopefully. Alright guys, thank you as well, John. Alright, thanks so much for tuning in to another of the Epic Gaming Doggy channel streams. This was your host, playing again Epic Heroes. Kill and save as many animals as you can. If you do have any questions and related to that Discord scenario, it will be shared in the description hopefully tomorrow or the day after at most, but it's gonna be in the description after I edit the description section. Alright guys, thanks so much for tuning in, and thank you for tuning and for the likes. Hopefully share the channel if you do like the content, and also do recommend if you have specific games you'd like to see on the channel. Stop with the direction of I need to figure out games. You rejected Nintendo DS games, you rejected also different games mobile, you reject every Yu-Gi-Oh games and Digimon games, and you reject everything, and I don't know why, unless you change pretty much and you started disliking this game from how unlimited. We have hundreds of videos on the channel that focus on this game. You'll eventually get sick. So do let me know what you would actually like to watch on the channel. You know, you have a voice, you have a personality, you have a game you like. Share the title, you know, start a conversation, do some controversy, share something new, tell me something new. Alright guys, thanks so much, and have a great night or evening or afternoon wherever you are ahead of you. Bye bye.